man, there's a lot to talk about.
I actually have a list today.
Oh, yeah. Wow, you got notes?
Yeah, dude.
That's
Notes
crazy.
and scripts.
I actually did it.
We're getting professional.
Yeah, we're going pro.
Boy, I mean, we are getting closer to 100. So, I mean, we might even... Whoa, Jesus Christ. Started off the same way I did last week.
Hey,
goddamn.
deja vu, baby.
Just open another one and just expect that not to happen. Do you know what the definition of insanity is?
Shit.
Okay, I never played Far Cry. That's the only thing I know about that game.
Everyone's seen that intro, though.
Yeah. But speaking of insanity, this is the Indistinct Conversation podcast. My name is Nelson Crawford. I'm joined by Xander Cook and
Hey, everybody.
Jason Mays. This is episode 91, and there's a lot to talk about. All right? I don't know if this is coming out after or before December 21st, but if it's coming out before, I want everybody to get a good look at me before December 21st, because after that, shit's about to go off. Have you guys not heard about this?
What's happening?
You guys haven't heard about this?
No.
What's happening?
This thing of, like, there's been this thing going around of, like there's going to be, like, something that opens up in the world, like some chakra that opens up in the world.
Oh, yeah.
That, like,
The Great
black
Reset.
people are going to be able to, like, fucking basically just gain, like, a whole new, like, set of power or
Oh,
something
good.
like that.
Oh,
Like, I
God.
don't even I
Is
didn't
this some,
understand what I was
wait,
reading.
so does this
it was
mean-
like it was like the fucking... It was like the witches and the moon thing.
Oh, so
Like,
I'm going to be
my
Franklin
God.
Richards.
probably.
Okay, that's
I
cool.
mean, it's like if I turn into goddamn like Wolverine or something, I would be stoked about that.
I would, a mutant I would choose to be, and it's only because I've been reading, and he's not really a mutant, just a character, only because it's a horror comic, or it turned into one, is the Immortal Hulk. I've been reading his comics recently, and that, like, on the 21st, if, I die and then I come back, then I'm just like, oh, I'm
What
green
is
and
he?
angry.
Is he like undead in that place?
Yeah, he's pretty much like when he dies, he becomes Bruce Banner, but it is touching on like this heaven and hell concept and about the Hulk.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then with the Hulk, there's multiple personas, and the main one is the Devil Hulk, which is the evil Hulk,
The
but he's not
destructive
evil.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's a cool comic.
That's interesting.
What mutant would you be if you could be a mutant?
I'm not. It's not applicable, right?
Oh wait, yeah, you're
Oh
right.
yeah, actually, I was saying that's a cool. I'm
Good
still
catch.
sticking with Franklin Richards.
Good catch. Good catch.
I'd have to be like Batman. My power is that I have some money in the bank, and I
Money in the bank and you're white.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, did you guys hear? Speaking of Batman, did you hear?
Yeah.
Lucius Fox's son is now the new Batman
Interesting.
In the comics.
in the comics,
Okay.
starting next month.
All right.
Man.
Because
See,
I
that's-
know they hinted about something like that and like the whole Arrowverse shit on.
Oh, and
CW.
Arrowverse, fuck that show.
Yeah, that's, and I'm like, I don't even know who's still like the whole Crisis on Infinite Earths thing was such a bummer.
That's where I started losing control. Like I've tried so hard to wrap my head around like comic book plot lines over the years.
No,
don't
put like
worry
this.
about the Arrowverse.
Put like this.
Don't worry about.
Watch Comics Explained or something like that,
Yeah.
and they do a
Yeah.
and Rob does a. And everybody else who does it like do a great job of explaining it, but the Arrowverse shows are like,
Boy, they go
put like this: the Reverse Flash is awesome.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
What is
Reverse.
it, like slow as fuck? Is that-
No. He basically figured out the loophole because right now he's or even then he's what's the word I'm looking for?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's basically something where fuck, I can't remember the word I'm looking for.
Monolith.
No, well, those have been interesting, but no,
Yeah.
probably is one of them. But basically, he realizes since he can't kill Barry Allen, the Flash, he's just gonna fuck with him for all eternity.
Oh, nice.
And like in the like that's the one
awesome.
consistency that's like
Yeah.
he's like, oh yeah, I killed your mother. Like, oh yeah, I did all this horrible shit to you,
I've been
but I
with
can't
that.
kill you. I'm gonna make your life horrible.
Right, that's interesting. That's cool.
Jesus, he's like his. Yeah, that's.
He's
terrible.
King Petty. Like that
Yeah,
dude is
that's-
King Petty.
That's fantastic.
That's wild. I've done some petty shit in my life.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I pushed you down the stairs when you were younger. That was me. That when that went by, that was me.
Was it? Oh man,
that Chappelle Show sketch
yeah,
where he
that's
goes
exactly what
back
my mind
and
is thinking. Like now I'm rich, I'm gonna go back and get everybody.
Oh
yeah, like the lady who like thinks that he wants to like run away with him. He's like, here's my wife and my kids. We both did it.
Actually, you know what was even funnier about that was his actual wife and kids. It was like.
And yeah, he's doing great too. That's a beautiful young lady he settled down with.
Yeah, but so yes, I wanted to start with that nonsense about December 21st.
Is that like some Hotep stuff?
Dude, that's what I feel like.
Or
it
the
is.
Great Reset?
Like,
Or I don't know.
Really
Oh, maybe
just,
in. Oh, I'm not gonna. This is gonna sound very racist. Maybe on the 21st, we'll discover we're all Saiyans and turn into great apes.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's good that you said it.
Yeah. I can just imagine Donald Trump or they're monkeys.
Oh man,
Donald Trump is free.
Oh my God, yeah, Republicans everywhere.
I can't wait. The one thing I feel like nobody's really brought up that's like tight about Joe Biden being the president is no more of these fucking Donald Trump impressions. Like we're gonna finally, after 8 fucking years.
Well,
I just did one and I felt bad
4.
for doing it.
Don't give us 8.
Yeah,
I'm saying they've been going on for like 8 years.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. They were making fun of him.
I know,
since
but
the
like
90s.
on a level of
But
like,
yeah, when he's
really,
on TV every day as the most
everybody-
powerful man in the world, being as crazy as he fucking is.
and everybody's got their Donald Trump impression, and I'm
Here's
like,
the thing,
I don't fucking care
I don't think he's
anymore.
going away.
Oh no, he's not.
He's going to be on OAN and Fox and Newsmax
But
every
that's the
single
thing.
day.
That's gonna get pushed back to like the fucking, the QAnon, like sub-internet parts of the world where it fucking should be.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be in the goddamn White House and on fucking national television.
Yeah.
and everything. Like you have to have like a fucking dish and fucking get channel like 3098 to get like OAN. And good. I hope Dish is going away. They're fucking gaudy and disgusting.
They're outdated in this day.
Yeah.
But that's a different story.
When I
can't
first
watch
saw
TV for
OAN,
ratings.
it was when my ex's stepdad or whatever you call him is he got us one of those fucking digital antennas,
Oh fuck.
and
those
we got
things.
it and just tried it out just to see, and it's like, oh my God, you can only get trash on that.
Yeah.
You can get fucking TV shows from like the 50s and 60s, and then you can get the craziest right-wing news in the fucking world. Where
Yeah.
it's like
And
everything is
Peachtree
insane.
TV.
Yeah. Oh my
Watch
God.
King of Queens reruns every day.
Yeah. So.
Totally remember, he's a paradox.
Paradox.
He's a
That was
paradox.
Flashpoint Paradox.
Oh, okay.
But to add to your point, I don't think Trump's going away. Like, if the Tea Party hasn't taught anybody anything,
It just evolves.
it just
Yeah, but
evolves.
that's the thing.
He's like a
I mean,
Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not gonna go away.
And his
But
kids are gonna stay
he's
just as wild.
Like, I
and-
don't have to fucking.
Unless he gets arrested. Then he's going
right.
away.
Like I don't have to fucking. It's not like I have to hear them say, "Here's something the president said,"
Right.
and it'd be like.
Like that's like make like the
windmill
fact
gives
that
you
that
cancer.
guy,
Yeah,
these
like-
insane things that he's said over the years, like so many crazy, like in just the last year with all the all the fucking conspiracies he brought up with how to deal with COVID. Maybe you just put bleach in your lungs. Maybe that'll do it.
Yeah,
Can we put sunshine inside the human body somehow? He literally said that once. He's like, "Can we get bright light inside your body somehow?" Like, that'll do it.
You wanna
Like,
know
hey,
who
let's
they
try
should-
with you first, Trump.
you wanna know who
Yeah.
they should have called. They should have called Dayman. He's got the power of the sun
Power of the sun. Yeah, dude.
and friendship
Yeah.
and karate for everyone.
Well, so
Oh my God.
it's-
Imagine if Trump was a mutant.
Oh boy, dude.
He was an
he
X-Men.
is. He won't die.
Yeah.
It's like what on the first X-Men movie from like the early aughts when the politician pushes himself through the prison bars
Yeah.
and
Oh,
slimes
yeah,
out.
yeah, and they
That's
turn him into a
Trump's
mutant.
superpower. He can
Okay.
turn to
That guy,
slime.
he always reminded me of Mitch McConnell. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's just
totally.
because of the effect with the neck.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's get all these politics out of the way first.
Well,
Let's
the one
fucking-
that's got me the most bothered right now is talking about Trump. Did you guys watch his rally here?
No, I was gonna bring up the whole David Perdue thing since you just showed the fucking debate
that's-
the other
that's-
day.
And then there's Kelly.
Oh my
Robot.
god! Yeah,
Oh,
this is all woven together.
Jesus.
So before the debates, Trump comes to town because Kemp and Loeffler asked him to come. It was like 2 hours of the man just riffing, just doing his stand-up routine like he always does. And like he keeps, you can tell he keeps trying to be like, yeah, I want to keep talking presidential, but I'm supposed to get to these guys because you're supposed to vote or whatever. But even if but then if you vote, it's rigged, and he would just get right back on his shit. You know what I mean? And he did that a few times, and then he finally was like, "Don't you guys want to say some words or something?" Like halfway through, and they both get up there, and the crowd is like booing them. Basically, they're like, fight for Trump, like not Trump is supposed to be there to boost their election. Jesus and the crowd is like, you people need to void this election. You know what I mean? They're saying that shit.
So basically, they fucked themselves.
Yeah, they absolutely fucked themselves.
Fucking funny.
And they just like
God.
Brian Kemp like meekly gets up on stage like and like the crowd's just going crazy for Trump, not him, and he's just like, I'm trying to say something nice about the president. I'm trying to say something nice about the president, please. and then all he can say is like, you have a beautiful wife and great kids. Oh, he's such a bitch.
Oh my God.
To not even show up to the debate.
Dude, yeah, the whole damn
To not
thing.
even show.
Well, I mean, you saw the last debate when he just got owned.
Oh yeah, that was Purdue, not Kemp. But yeah, that's I keep getting
David
because they're
Perdue, like
the same.
he got
white trash.
Yeah, they're both old white assholes, except
and
Brian Kemp's just the younger of the old white assholes.
And Purdue doing his inside trader shit. That
and Kelly, and both of them.
So yeah, somebody on a post online the other day, we were talking about that and how just all this illegal shit's going on. And he's like, well, technically Kelly Loeffler probably didn't break the law. I'm like, yeah, but she lied about COVID while still making those trades. Like, I don't care if it was against the law. It was fucking evil, dude.
Yeah.
And I just found out today, she has the most expensive house in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was like a $10.5 million estate.
Yeah, no, her
like
fucking
outdoor
shit
pool.
is out of control.
It's amazing. And her husband is the president of the New York City Stock Exchange.
Yeah.
And she gets up on that stage just like, I represent working Georgians.
Yeah. No, I know. It's
the people who get
nuts.
up every day and try to provide for their families. Like, you have never worked a day.
See,
No, she just represents rich people who want power.
Yeah.
Let me make this clear for people hearing this who don't live in Georgia, who don't understand the hellscape that we're in right now, because apparently the world, the country's riding on us right now.
No, it is. It's scary. It is
Pressure
true.
is on.
Since November, there's just been a fucking avalanche of political commercials about John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock and Kelly Who Gives a Fuck and David Fuck You. And it's just like, it's like they're all in such a whirlwind of each other now that I don't even know. Like, there's
the commercials are like nonsensical.
It's like one that I'll think is like a good one, but it's a bad one, and I'm just like,
that was happening during the Stacey Abrams era too.
It's just like, I don't know. And then there was actually one that I saw that was funny, where the Raphael Warnock's walking his dog down the street, and he's just like, yeah, she's making all these claims, but we all know what that is. And then picks up his dog's shit and puts it in the trash can, and I'm like, what? Who agreed with this?
That is awesome.
That was awesome.
No, it's funny, but I'm just like Kelly's full of shit.
Yeah.
We all know.
We all know.
That is dog
That's a
shit.
sly way of saying
That
Is this what it's
fucking
come to?
genius, dude. Well, I mean,
I know.
I mean,
she started every sentence at her debate saying that my radical liberal. Like, what is that?
I don't. Dude,
it's like, really? He's a radical liberal.
Are you a centrist extremist? Is that?
dude, one of my Facebook friends posted something that was just like, he got like some chart back, and under gender it said male lesbian, and it's like, wait, no, that's not a thing.
Wow.
Well,
It's just this radical liberal over here.
I don't know. I personally, just watching that cringe fest, I was just like, wow. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, honestly, I think what those politicians should realize, especially John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, they don't have to do much to win this except just be present.
Yeah.
Like,
and
John
seem
Ossoff
normal.
Did
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
He was just like, well, I this guy's just not even fucking here. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. I mean, and what a cowardly thing to do.
oh yeah, it's just like, you got your ass whooped on the last debate, but you're not going to show up.
And
like,
aren't these Republicans all about like being tough and like
Dude,
not backing
yeah,
down?
it's
You go
like-
hide and you won't talk shit to this guy's face and just be like Trump and lie about it. You know what I mean?
Actually,
just
that was
deny it.
See, that was the point I was going to make. At least Raphael Warnock, I like that ad because at least it's ballsy in
Yeah.
a sense, and that's what got Trump the election.
Exactly.
Just being an asshole.
Being real.
Yeah, and it's
You
just
know
like,
what I mean?
look, my problem with the Dems have always been they play too fucking nice, and it's just like,
Too true.
and it's just like they don't get shit done, and it's just like,
That's
And
why
I do
hate
like
Nancy
that about
Pelosi.
Raphael Warnock, that, and it's like there's a commercial where they're like showing him like going off in a service or something, like it was a bad thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
It's like these people who claim to be all like about Christ and God.
Yeah, it's like he's in a
They see a
church.
passionate reverend actually try to make the community better. They're
'cause
like,
he's-
oh, he's a liberal.
It's because he's black.
Exactly. They're afraid of that.
That's exactly what it is. We all know race plays a part in
just
this. Like,
racism.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, like I was watching fucking CNN was on in my living room, and like I just walked in, and like they were just like interviewing people in Georgia that are like, do you believe this election's accurate? And like just these fucking people, I don't know what part of Georgia they were in, it looked like Ackworth.
probably
And they were
Ackworth.
just like, nah man, I don't think so. And somebody was like, yep. Yeah, I don't really know, but it seems like something fish is going on.
Yeah,
Just like-
I was watching this Caitlyn Bennett video earlier today, the poopy pants gun girl.
I forgot about her
Yeah,
completely.
yeah. She was interviewing people walking into that Trump rally in Georgia, and first of
she
all,
was here?
yeah,
Oh,
she was here. First of all,
Jeez.
no masks. These people are packed in line trying to get into this place. They're saying, "Oh, I came up from Florida. My friend lives in Jersey. He's here. My friend
Fucking
from Pennsylvania
plague
is
rats,
here."
dude.
So yeah, all these people came from all over the country
Ooh.
to come to this Trump rally in our fucking state and just say that it was a fucking sham and all this nonsense. And it's, oh my God.
this is why next week's episode is going to be a fucking remote episode. I'm
I think
not
we need to go
having
back
it.
to some
I'm
solitary
not
confinement
having
for a little while because the
Jason's
numbers are
gonna
getting
disappear.
bad. Yeah, I mean, we'll get you on the Discord or something
Yeah.
like that. We'll figure it
Jason
out.
will return in Endgame.
Yeah. Jason will be back and just see me snap out. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same weed cough I always have.
Yeah,
Guys,
exactly.
Don't
Like,
worry. Like I haven't
man.
been exposed. At least I don't think so.
I don't know. I hate everything.
I had that dude come jogging up behind me yesterday. That fucking pissed me
Oh
off
yeah, you
so
fucking
bad.
got ready to fight some dude on
Oh
the
my
street
god,
yesterday.
dude! I was walking home with my fucking groceries, and this dude comes jogging up behind me with no mask and passes like shoulder to shoulder with me, and like literally scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, whoa,
Jesus.
like, nice mask, motherfucker, and he like stops but won't turn around. I'm like, yeah, you, you fucking
Jeez.
plague rat son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
bad news. Yeah, California's locking down. That's the next bullet point I got. The governor of California says we need to shut down because of COVID. The sheriff says, "Oh, I'm not going to enforce that." Cool.
I just-
Thanks,
didn't he
Cops.
catch COVID?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I'm
Yeah, I'm
sure.
pretty sure he caught COVID.
If he
Like-
has it, he will.
Giuliani.
No, I'm pretty sure he like that was one of the things he actually caught COVID, like or some.
solid.
I know some sheriff somewhere did. I read that
Yeah.
headline. I just
I
can't
wanna
remember
say it
where
was that
from.
sheriff.
I hope it was because that's just justice at that point.
Yeah.
Like, and again, yeah, like, okay, I just wrote Rudy in big letters because that guy, that man has been so fucking hilarious these past, like, the last 6 weeks. He was on Borat.
Yeah.
He did the fucking thing at the lawn and garden center.
In front
His
of the
fucking-
Porto bookstore.
Yeah, his fucking head started melting. He's farting in court,
Yeah,
and now he's got COVID, and it's like. It's like
the whole court.
it's like, did he just tell Donald, like, look, I'm gonna go out there and make a big fucking fool of myself and keep the heat off you for a while, okay, buddy? Are they just that good of friends? You know what I mean?
I mean,
There's that old video of Rudy dressed in drag hanging out with Donald Trump. Have you seen that shit?
I mean,
oh my
you
god,
are the company you keep, and it's just like, I mean,
those guys are like, they've been bros forever.
Yeah.
If they were good enough friends like 20 years ago to walk around in drag and like motorboat each other, then
You want to know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of Boris Johnson. Yeah. Because, like, do you know anything about Boris Johnson?
no, educate me.
He's like,
not as into British politics.
yeah,
as
he's
I'd
like
to
the
be.
British Prime Minister.
He's
And
almost like their Trump.
He's a
Yeah.
he's a fucking wank goofball,
Just a
dude.
clown.
Like, it's this whole thing where, like, he's so fucking personable that, like, all the stupid shit that he does is just like no, like, people just forget it.
It's like what they
And,
used to say
like,
about Bush. Like, well, yeah, but you want to have a beer with him.
yeah, and it's like you think like, oh, he's just this oafish guy who is, who's somehow charming in his way through life and whatnot. But like you hear you hear stories about him, and like he's a super wealthy guy. He's come from like the fucking 1%, and like there've
right-wingers do.
been like stories about like how like anytime he's about to be on camera, he'll like ruffle his hair just so he looks more disheveled.
Yeah.
And it's like, what kind of Manchurian shit is this, dude?
My question is, why do we keep voting these people into power?
I don't know.
It's dumb
I mean,
people,
they
man.
don't like. For me, I never understood. Like, yeah, we got Joe Biden. cool. But
Well-
me personally, he doesn't represent people.
No, yeah,
like he represents,
and he's
corporate
closer
interests.
to the working class. But yeah, like the guys on the Majority Report were calling him like the governor from, or sorry, the senator from Citibank, like
Yeah.
way back in the day. You know what I mean? So it's like he really is just tied in with the banks, and
But he's not Donald Trump.
he's
he's not Donald
So,
Trump, and
that's-
that's the only pro. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't work for Hillary, but it worked for him. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's because the reason Hillary lost is because she's like the most hated person. Like,
Yeah.
everybody hates her, whether they have a good
Well,
reason to or not.
I think
I don't
also,
hate Hillary Clinton.
I think
Yeah.
also what happened was we didn't have a taste of Trump in the COVID. I think that I was like, I think after the Trump and COVID, everybody was just like, ooh, yeah.
I hate that people had to see how bad it would get.
But that's human
be like,
nature.
I
We had to
know,
but
we had to
that's
have
human
an
nature.
apocalyptic experience.
I fucking hate, like, dude.
That's America. We have to see how bad things can get before we're like, maybe we should change this.
See, I was
Did the same
kid.
thing during
I
the Spanish flu.
I was the kid whose mom said, "Hey, that stove's fucking hot," and I looked at it and saw the fucking smoke and steam come off, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, that looks
It
pretty
just-
hot."
Yeah, I was like, "I'm good," you know. So
But that's not America.
I
We have to see
know.
that the stove is hot. We have to see that it's
we
flaming.
have to just
We still have to touch it. You got, and you know, I think
Jesus.
that's the issue that I always have, because it's just like when you look at politics, I know, at least on the local level, you want people representing your best interests, and it's just like, okay, does this rich, like Kelly Loft?
Yeah.
She obviously does not represent my interest. She doesn't give a fuck about me. And the same thing, like, and I think that was the conundrum with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. We
Yeah.
both knew that they didn't give a fuck about people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Trump made it appear that he ran on a right-wing populist campaign.
exactly.
And he said what he needed to say.
The
and
racism was in there, but he was also just saying lies. Like everyone's
Yeah.
going to have health care.
Everyone's going to have health care. And he didn't do it.
He doesn't do shit for that.
He's like, oh yeah, work for Bernie. Everyone's going to have health care.
see. Yeah, that's man. That's the thing. It's like once you hear so many unrealistic things. Once it's like, it doesn't matter who it's coming from. It's like, if you know it's unrealistic, you know it's unrealistic.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't think healthcare is unrealistic. I just think America just doesn't prioritize it because it doesn't benefit the
So,
wealthy.
I'm
A
saying
Republican
that's
giving
what-
you health care is unrealistic.
Yes.
There's no way a Republican's going to do that because that's against their entire background.
Yeah, I'm
They
saying
only serve
socialized
the
medicine
rich.
in America is.
It should happen. We
But
should
it's-
have
we
had it.
We should.
Should've
Yeah,
been here
we
since
should.
the 70s.
But it's a very far-fetched concept.
Yeah, like that's one of the things that Biden is saying he won't move on, which is like,
and
you
that's the
fucking
thing.
bastard.
I don't understand it, because it's just like right now, and I forgot. I want to say it was Jimmy Dore, but he pointed out how Nancy Pelosi and like all these other people are in very interesting positions, and that right now is basically the time that if you want shit done from them, you get them to do shit,
Yeah.
so they get your vote,
Yeah.
and that's how it should be.
Jimmy
And-
Dore has said some stupid shit in the past, but every now and then he gets it right.
Oh yeah, Jimmy. Like I've always thought he was entertaining, and like I like his phone calls.
Yeah.
Those shit crack me up. But like I don't know. Like personally, I don't understand why we don't have healthcare, even if it is like a public option. Like
it's insane that we're not. Well, and it's again, it just comes back to the fact that this entire country is run by the wealthy.
But the thing is, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Over how many people dead now? Over 200,000 last I checked.
And
Yeah,
if
that's a
it
lot.
keeps up like this, like if we lose like 1 million fucking people because of a fucking virus, that's gonna fuck up the economy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You
it
know,
already is. Like,
And they're not giving out stimulus checks to stimulate the economy.
Yeah,
and
like,
they're not doing Medicare,
And
which
it's the people on the top deck of the Titanic saying,
See,
"Oh, the
that's
boat's
why-
sinking, but I'm way up here."
that's why if you're
Yeah.
in
You know
Georgia,
what I mean?
you need to
Like-
go vote. So
Yeah,
we can
if you're
hopefully
in
get
Georgia,
these fucking-
vote. Like,
my God.
don't
we
get
can
me wrong.
These checks, we
Get
can
your
fucking
friends to
get
vote.
shit moving.
Let's go.
But that's the thing. Even then, like Nancy Pelosi is okay with the 902 billion.
Oh yeah,
she's
oh my God.
now okay with it,
Yeah.
and that's not what she originally asked for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she actually preemptively took some away to like compromise. Now that Biden's going to be president, like, well, now we can pre-compromise. It's like that is the opposite of good politics.
Yeah, that's
That's why
like,
Mitch McConnell just laughs and says no.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because he says,
he's
no,
just,
fuck
he's
you.
just an old fucking. I'm not even gonna say
he's-
grandpa because I'm like, I don't want to imagine him with a family.
I mean, he's like Voldemort's snake.
yeah,
And that's really if we can just insert a gif with Mitch McConnell on a snake just slithering around.
yeah, he's a little
Like,
snake man.
Yeah, that's just like. But at the same time, the one thing is like, as much as I hate Republicans, they get shit done. As
Because they're
much as I hate them,
Well-
they get shit done in their best interest.
Well, Hitler got a lot done too, but
Yeah. Yeah, he got a lot done. And that's the thing though. It's just like, why can't the Dems
cut from
like
the same damn cloth. Man.
no, but
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that's okay. I'm not saying
No,
Hitler.
yeah.
I'm not like
No, we were very anti-Hitler on this.
yes.
podcast.
I'm not.
People
I'm
know.
just
Not a
saying.
pro-Hitler
I'm just
podcast.
saying that. I don't understand, like, we're already talking about the Dems compromising with the Republicans and,
Yeah.
trying to go this whole centrist route. And it's like, no, fuck that.
That's how we
Like,
got here.
I was like, that's how we got here. And that's how you guys are going to fuck us again in the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Because Trump 2.0 is going to come along and wreck that whole shit.
And it could be
Yeah,
worse. You know what I mean?
it's
If,
like
imagine if we got a
fucking-
smart fascist.
They got,
Yeah.
they got 4 years to fucking reassess and rebuild the fucking, Trumpinator.
Talk
you
about
know?
Tom Cotton and all these scary
Well, and that's the thing, though. Like,
Gates, man.
let's say we go out and vote. Let's say we do get Mitch McConnell out of the Senate, and the Senate is now Dem control. They better work their asses off and get shit done because the same thing will repeat itself if they don't.
Yeah.
Like, they got to do something for the people. If they can't realize that, hey, we're in this pandemic is about to get a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
and-
with the cold weather coming in. And
Yeah, it's just like
it's gonna.
shit's about to get real, and they're
Yeah,
they
that's-
still don't do shit for the people.
Yeah.
They like this
yeah,
is
that-
the Dems' last chance to actually do shit and keep people interested.
Yeah.
Frankly, those are the muscles I'm used to stretching, though, because I was into politics all like as a middle schooler when it was like the Bush era, and that was easy because it was like war is bad, Bush did war, Bush is bad. You know what I mean? It was like that simple. But when Obama became the president, it was like, oh, I'm so happy. We did it, guys. This is going to be amazing. And then the first thing he does is bail out the banks.
Are we going to touch on defund the police with Obama?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
Okay.
okay. This is just one of the many things. Is we get Obama in there, and he's just like, I'm going to be the Republicans' best friend. And that's not why we put you there, bro.
See, I'm about to say something, and I hope it doesn't get bleeped out. But it's like, all right, this is me about to go a little bit hood on this. It's like,
go.
nigga, they don't like you. They are racist. They don't want to be your friends. They don't like you.
That's what
they don't.
that's
They're
the
trying to stop
problem.
everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm watching that Caitlyn Bennett shit earlier when every single person in this line is like, Georgia's a fraud. This was all count wrong, and all the shit I was reading online earlier where they're like, oh, how many dead people voted and blah, 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 blah. And those are the people that Nancy Pelosi's up there saying, we're going to make friends and we're going to cross
like-
the aisle. No, they think
So-
you eat baby's blood.
Yeah,
They literally think that.
No, but what does that say about the Dems? They want to make friends with those people,
Yeah.
but they don't want to go left
They don't
because the
wanna
left
suck
are
to the left.
the left is the crazy.
And-
Like,
yeah.
But you want to make friends with the people that think you eat fucking babies. Like,
And QAnon is a fact.
like what? Like we have to bring the country together. Like, no.
Yeah.
We need to push that 30% off to the cabins where they live, and the rest of us can have a normal life,
Like,
please.
do they not realize how lucky they are? Like, do they not realize that the Republicans are the most unpopular party in America?
Like, yeah. And
And they want to cater to that.
And I think as a rich Democrat, they don't understand how
Because
much
they're
closer they
centrist.
are to being a Republican.
no,
it's
Nancy Pelosi is very much like
Exactly.
center right. She's
When-
not left at all.
Yeah, it's like when you're a rich Democrat, you're
Do you remember her ice cream video?
Oh yeah, during a fucking pandemic, and it's like, oh yeah,
It was like when everything was first locking down. We were
Yeah.
the two like
I
$8,000 or
forgot.
$12,000 fridges.
Yeah, she had two $12,000,
Yeah,
$1,200
I forgot
fridges or some
about
crazy
that.
shit like
Oh no,
that.
it wasn't 1,200, it was 12,000.
Yeah,
Damn,
just
dude.
full ice cream.
Full of various ice creams.
Yeah.
It's like, because everyone who lives here likes a different kind.
Giving
And what
Kim
if I-
K a run for her
what if
money
I
with
run
her
out
ice
of
cream
mine?
room.
Oh, remember the video where during the pandemic she got caught at a hair salon?
Yep. Yeah.
That's,
yeah.
And that I saw who was it? Trevor Noah said something about that the other day. Like, the Democrats who are doing that shit are worse than the anti-mask Republicans.
Yeah.
Because the anti-mask people have their conspiracy theories,
wow.
but when Nancy Pelosi's out there saying you have to do this and then she doesn't,
Oh, wow, Trevor Noah had a poignant opinion.
Trevor
Holy
Noah
shit.
said something I agree with. I
Wow.
can't believe it. Yeah.
That's-
But yeah. So back on Obama though. So. Then there's the thing, he drone strikes American citizens. That's pretty fucking cool. And yeah, this new shit with I don't think defunding the police is a
Got to find a new slogan or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck that he said. Like, look, bruh, you are the reason we got Trump. You said hope and change. That shit ain't work. So
Yeah, Trump was a racist reaction
Yeah.
to the Obama era.
Like-
It was the racists needed to get their guy in because they literally blame so many problems on Barack Obama that were caused by George W. Bush and the wars and shit like that.
And here's the thing with that, you know. Do I think Obama's better than Trump and Bush?
Yeah, obviously.
Yes. Do
Yeah, I was about to say this just so nobody gets this misconstrued here.
Now,
It's just like-
with that said,
I voted for Obama. I
voted for Obama twice.
Biden. Yeah, both times. Yeah.
But the thing that gets me is Black Lives Matter happened as a reaction under Obama.
Under Obama, dude.
And
yeah.
he literally, tried to embrace it when it was cool. It's the same bullshit he did with Flint, Michigan, and went out there and drank that fucking cup of, or sipped, even if that fucking cup of water.
Yeah, that was
And it's like,
embarrassing.
look, dude, like, we get it. You weren't really on board with Black Lives Matter,
Right.
and now defund the police, you want it to be put nicer. No, that's what fucking needs to happen. It
Yeah.
doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect me like Michelle. It doesn't affect your family. It affects
Right.
us.
Yeah. This fucking Harvard graduate guy, he doesn't care about.
Yeah, and it's just like, look, dude, yeah, you're charismatic, and like, bro, you're a cool president.
Yeah.
Like, you have that title.
he
Like,
was the coolest president since Bill Clinton.
yeah, and it's just like, but but at the same time, you seem a bit out of touch with the people.
Yeah.
But you're,
Unlike Bill Clinton.
yeah, yeah, unlike
Bill Clinton was.
Bill Clinton just wanted pussy. He
was a scumbag too.
Yeah.
For all the
Yeah,
same
it's
reasons.
just like-
For all the same reasons.
Keep in mind, Bill Clinton and the Clintons were friends with the
Epstein.
Trumps.
the Trumps, the Epsteins, it's
Yeah.
all
It's all one big thing.
It's all linked
New York
together.
City
Yeah.
fucking rich folks, man. And it's,
Speaking of the Senate, Palpatine, Star Wars, Mandalorian. All right. Hey, segue. Look at me. I'm a fucking professional. So it's been said, and it's no secret here, that the last 2 episodes of Star Wars have been better than pretty much most of the last couple of movies.
Yeah, hell yeah, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
And it's one of the reasons is because they introduced Jedi into the Mandalorian, universe.
Here's my theory on that, because as a fan that watched the Clone Wars when it aired before the Disney purchase, I was always adamant that Ahsoka should be the character that you guys focus on, because she's a new character. We don't know what happens to her, and she's interesting.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, cool. They brought back Darth Maul, and then you discover, because before George sold it to Disney, he was setting up the sequel trilogy for Darth Maul to be the villain, and I'm like, oh, now knowing that makes sense. Now with the Mandalorian, it's just like, it's the right amount of fan service, but it's great storytelling.
Yeah.
Like we're in like Grogu. He's a fucking asshole, but we love him because he's Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
He's the worst.
But I love him.
Worst.
I love him though.
Dude.
I'm just
I
kind of
can't-
tired of the memes personally.
I just
he's like
can't-
become the modern day minion.
No, I don't.
It's the Bart Simpson effect.
Yeah, because it's like, I haven't sit through any of those Despicable Me movies, but it's like, I get that he's supposed to be cute, but he is such an asshole.
I like that.
Oh yeah,
though.
he's an
The
asshole,
fucking
but he's cool.
Like when they were on the fucking Frozen thing,
Yeah.
and he's fucking eating all the shit, and fucking, oh, I can't eat these frog eggs. Oh, these spider eggs.
I'm sorry,
Fuck, I'm
it's still
eating that.
eggs.
Yeah, and like fucking the last episode, he's sitting on a rock, and he's like, no, hold on, wait a second. And he's like, no, get out! Hold on, wait a second.
Is he talking
was
now?
that
No,
no?
he's got
okay.
this force
Well,
field,
he-
and he
Okay.
tries to get in, and he's like, yeah!
That's awesome.
Like, shoots him
He's
off.
communing with a Jedi, but we don't know which Jedi.
It's fucking Mace Windu.
I
All
mean,
right, it's motherfucking Mace Windu.
Wow. Interesting.
There's my hot take.
I'd love to see Sam Jackson come back to Star
Yeah, it
Wars.
won't be Sam Jackson.
They were saying,
it'll be
it
a
was,
younger Mace or an older Mace
okay.
Windu. It might be Sam
What's the?
Yeah, it's been a few years.
It was Cameron Monaghan who played in what was that Jedi Order Fallen Order video game?
There have been so many of those.
Yeah, basically, it's the Joker was a Jedi.
Interesting.
Well, the actor who played the Joker, not Joker in Gotham, which was the only good thing about Gotham.
Leto? Not Leto.
No, it
The
was
kid from Shameless?
yes. He played a Jedi in that game.
Cool.
Huh.
And
You
they're
didn't like
saying-
his Joker in Gotham?
No, I love his Joker. I love
I
all
was
three
like,
of them.
yeah, I was
no,
like-
he's the best part of
Yeah,
the best part of
I
Gotham.
was like, Gotham was actually not that good except for that part.
Yeah, no, like that's the only times I ever watched. But
Yeah.
I think with the Mandalorian, you brought back Boba Fett. and it's just like dad bod Boba Fett.
That's
but
cool.
He's building robo stomachs for people.
Yeah, and it's just like, but at the same time, it's not corny. Like it's the way they brought him back is the way that people wanted Luke to come back.
Yeah,
and it's not even like
Which he still might.
Nah, it's a done deal. If he comes back, he might come back. Play this. I can see Mark Hamill making an appearance in The Mandalorian. No, I can see it in The Mandalorian, but I don't think he's doing any more movies.
I think Mark is so.
I don't think they'll get Mark
about
Hamill
what they
for it,
did,
though.
dude.
They probably wouldn't, but I mean, they'll probably just do like face shit. Like,
is Harrison Ford
a
still
deep
alive?
fake. Yeah,
he is, right? Yeah.
The whole Sebastian Stan idea.
The Sebastian Stan, they'll probably get him and just do a deep fake.
Exactly.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
Like,
why
But
not?
like, no, the whole robo stomach thing from The Mandalorian, that shit. I know it wasn't supposed to be funny, but it just made me laugh so fucking much because like. Fucking Finnick is still alive. She's like, yeah, look like you've seen a ghost. And it's like, yeah, because last time she was basically dead. Yeah. And then she's like, yeah, they put me back together and like lifts up her shirt and it's all these gears and stuff.
That's
and,
wild.
Like, that's it for the explanation.
yeah, that's all you need to know. That's just like, look,
yeah, no,
it's like, well, look, we don't give a fuck. Boba Fett's here.
Yeah.
Right. That's literally what that was like. Look,
And he was fucking cracking skulls, dude. Literally.
dude, like this episode. Oh my god, like
I gotta watch it,
dude. Like this episode.
I'm gonna have to sit and binge the whole fucking
Dude,
series.
fucking, he's
now.
going off, fucking beating up stormtroopers.
This is what I wanted from Star Wars since Disney purchased it.
Love
and
it.
it's just like, okay, you evolved the character. Like he's still Boba Fett, but he's a clearly older like he's a Dark Knight Boba Fett, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they give you a bunch of
I can do
you a
that.
bunch of Batman stuff, and then he sneaks off and gets his armor back and fucking drops in, and you're like, it's like from the first episode with Cobb Vanth walking in, and you're like, that's not how that works.
It's like that.
And then he fucking pulls up, and you're like, yeah, that's
awesome.
how that's
And the thing for me is like you saw Slave One and the Slave One landed, and you're just like,
Slave One.
I was like,
Still the coolest design for a spaceship.
Yeah.
and it's
dude.
like, but when you saw it land, I was like, wait, that's Slave One?
Yeah.
It was like,
See, okay, when it landed, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that ship land before, because it like.
no, I did, because I watched the special edition.
Yeah.
I've watched the special edition where George, reanimated it.
Yeah.
And I still own those on DVD.
Hell yeah.
But
I got the DVD that has the original
looked
and the special
No, same
edition.
here.
Yeah,
Same
dude,
here.
That's the gem of
Yeah.
the DVD collections, man.
But,
But-
yeah, so like.
But yeah, as far as what's going on, and then Moff Gideon, like when he pulls out the Darksaber on Grogu, it's just like, because the thing is Grogu's captured, and like he's using the Force, throwing around stormtroopers and whatnot, and I'm surprised no one questioned. I was like, maybe this is a reason why Ahsoka didn't want to train him.
See, I was thinking the
He's,
same
like, too
thing.
strong.
Because
Yeah.
you might see the whole same thing that it was with Anakin in Grogu, and it's just like, oh my fucking god.
That's
like,
cool though.
And they're like using his blood to make like fucking like dark troopers and shit.
Well,
It's-
I think his blood is
something else.
to help clone is for Palpatine to help
Interesting.
because of Rise of Skywalker.
Oh fuck no!
That's what it's tying into.
No,
That's because you saw the Snoke.
no.
You saw the Snoke thing that we got a few episodes
What?
ago. Yeah, when they were on that planet, that prison planet, and they were trying to blow up that thing, and then they look and they see a character in a tank. That was
Oh
Snoke.
yeah,
wow.
okay, I do
Okay.
remember that. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so it's just like you see where that's
I didn't
going.
even think about that. Holy shit!
It's so when you get into like cloning and like being able to rebuild characters with mechanical parts and stuff like that, anything becomes possible with this series, right?
But that's the thing, and that's the reason why I had that's the big reason why I had an issue with them bringing back Palpatine, because it's like,
It's so bad.
okay, you bring him back. And then you kill him off again, but it's pointless because we saw
just
this.
bring him back
Yeah, you
again,
can bring.
like-
We saw like
Right.
He's a never-ending villain.
Like the thing is like the first death. His first death was still worse than his second.
And his first death, like when he gets thrown into the core of the Death Star right
it
before it
explodes,
explodes.
yeah, like-
how the fuck did they recover a bit of him to clone?
They apparently the backstory is he sent his
he had
essence
clones
off.
Oh yeah, okay.
And he had clones ready,
Yeah.
and it's just like, well, Well,
stupid.
That's kind of didn't they do that in Street Fighter V too?
They did that in Dragon Ball Z too.
Yeah, the villain is like supposed
Fucking
to be the
Frieza
clone.
gets fucking cut in half, and like we can make him into a robot.
Oh,
and then he
good.
fucking gets blown up by Trunks after that. They're like, well, we can still put him back together.
Well, no, they wished him back.
Yeah, they
Dude.
wished him back into pieces, and then just regenerate. And I was like, I hate so much of this right now.
The thing with that because originally, from what rumors were, and if you look at some of the artwork, you can tell that it was going to be something different.
Yeah, I've just been like, I hate how long those credits are, but now I'm actually like watching them because I'm like, wait a second.
But the thing that's interesting to me is like there's characters that they've introduced in the Clone Wars series that are popping up now. Obviously, the big one is Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But there's characters that were meant for bigger roles, and it's like, holy crap! And now I know a lot of people talk shit on George Lucas, but to me, that's where his brilliance lies, because you see the Whis, what is it called again? The Wills.
Oh.
The Wills, they make an appearance in Clone Wars. Then Darth Maul, and now you realize why Darth Maul came back, or why he was brought back. But also 2 or 3 interesting characters that they brought off, which the most powerful Force characters in Star Wars existence appeared in an arc in Clone Wars, and it was called the Mortis arc. And basically, they were embodiments of each side of the Force. So you had the father, who was the balance, the son, who was the dark side, and the daughter, who was the light side.
Interesting.
And it's just like, holy crap! Like, George Lucas and Dave Filoni have so many cool concepts.
I feel like George had the big picture in his mind.
He did.
But I think that he was too full of himself when he went back to do the prequels and just kind of blew his wad in a really weird way on that.
Boy.
And then by selling out Disney and letting them finish it, it was like, we'll never know what it was supposed to be.
Well, the thing is, I think George has always worked best when he's had someone else to express his ideas.
When he was doing cocaine with Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. Like, when because don't get me wrong, I think Disney Star Wars has just kind of ruined it for me, because it's just like, I'm sorry, but
The Mandalorian is
on that.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's not dealing with it's not dealing with the overarching narrative of the Skywalker saga.
And I like
let me
that
rephrase
spin-off
that.
shit.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. Disney ruined the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
Like, because here's the thing, I do like Rogue One. I do like The Mandalorian.
Prequels ruined the Skywalker saga.
I think they kind of took...
Not as bad as Disney.
The recommended viewership...
The fact that you think
like,
Episode 3 isn't as bad... The fact that you think
they're all very
The Last
cheesy.
Jedi is worse than Episode 3.
I think Disney looked harder at the prequels when they went back to their Disney
They wouldn't touch them. They would not touch the prequels.
But no, I think directorially they were like, no, we're gonna get that vibe, but with the old school aesthetic, and it just came out all bad.
My reason for that is just like Episode 8, nothing happened. Like that was like the biggest waste of 2 hours.
Episode,
like nothing fucking happened. It's like, did Rey really train? No. Like, how long was like? So it's just like,
no Jedi training.
They went and ran some errands.
Yeah, it's like, so Snoke died. Okay, and Holdo did the Holdo maneuver.
7-Eleven trying to decide if he wants a Snickers or a Hershey.
And he's like, he wakes up, and he's like, oh, I'm still in love with Rey. Oh, wait, you guys going to sideline me with the Asian love interest because, black man can't get a white woman in this movie? All right.
Anyway,
all right.
So that episode of Mandalorian with Ahsoka on it was fucking badass.
Yeah, it was. Actually, that's who Finn should get.
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, dude.
He should hook up.
That's fucking romance.
Yeah, that's romance right there.
That's why I like pussy.
But the thing with Ahsoka...
Ahsoka's not a Twi'lek.
Isn't she? No. My bad. I misspecied her.
Come on.
You misspecied her.
I mean, Twi'leks are hot. I mean, the fucking one for the prisoner episode.
I thought she was. I thought she had
there was
tentacles.
there was Harrow too. I mean, from Rebels and
yeah.
Anyway, but
the Ahsoka thing, the one thing before we forget, because the one thing I will say, and I will give Disney credit for, even though they did it only on the small screen, General Thrawn, like, that is the one character they've brought
you
from.
You haven't seen him yet.
Yes, we have. He was in Rebels. There's three.
Wait, oh fuck, the blue guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I wanted to bring up a second ago. Yeah, since they brought up Ahsoka, I was seeing something about like possibly a spin-off series with her, and that like he would be the guy that would be like the main.
I'm trying to remember
villain of that.
I'm trying to remember who they cast somebody famous for the voice of General Thrawn in Rebels, and
Yeah.
he fit very well. And I was like, and I was thinking about it a while ago. I was like, he could actually play a live action version of this, because the thing is, every character that's with the exception of Ahsoka, because what's her face, who played Bo-Katan.
I'm so bad with
Yeah,
actors,
I know
actresses.
you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
she played her in Clone Wars and Rebels,
Yeah.
and then played her in real life.
That's cool.
So it's just like, okay, so obviously they're thinking about this stuff. So it's just like,
I've also heard that it might be like Michael Fassbender or somebody.
Yeah, well-
which would be fucking dope.
Yeah.
I'd be all for that.
He's got one of my favorite names,
actually,
Michael
hold on a second.
Fassbender.
Fassbender.
Yeah.
So real quick, just we were talking about like all this resurrection stuff and how like the tropes have all been done before. I downloaded the new character on Soul Calibur 6, right?
Oh, the Korean guy.
Yeah, so it's Hwang, who was in the first 3 games.
Yeah. They
And they
took
brought-
out for Soul Calibur 6 and everybody was pissed.
Well, yeah, he hasn't been around in years, and so they
Yeah.
finally, they kind of had a character that replaced him, sort of. But anyway,
You don't place him.
but so they brought him back, and his new design is like all like black mask, black scarves, like he's all gothed out, like big feathery hat.
Lars Mikkelsen.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
but
Yeah, okay. Is he related to Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah, he is. That's his brother.
that's
Ah.
cool.
So they probably get his brother to play him in real life.
I mean, yeah.
But so he's all masked up, right?
Okay.
And his whole plot is about his country is having a fight between Easterners and Westerners. And the Westerners are like fascists that want to kill everybody.
Hold on a second. Wasn't his brother in Rogue One?
No, wait, was
I'm pretty.
Oh
was Mads
jeez, you're
Mikkelsen
getting
in Rogue?
breaking out the IMDb over
I
here.
didn't even fucking... dude, I told you guys, Rogue One was the
There was
worst
some-
one.
No, you're wrong about that. But it's okay.
Yeah, he was. He was in Rogue One.
It's- wow.
His brother was in.
Mads
Galen
Mikkelsen's
Erso
the
in Rogue
worst.
One. That's
Okay.
cool.
Oh, really? Because I couldn't remember a single person's name
That's
from Rogue
okay. Yeah,
One.
that's fine. You know.
But so he's
I'd
going.
like to forget the Canto Bite scene too.
So there's like Korea's going through all this political strife. There's like a group of fascists that call them is something like the Society of Happiness or like the Perfection Society. I forgot what it was, but their leader is a crazy ass redhead guy who keeps having rallies and getting the young men together and all this shit. And
Oh,
it's
God.
like, and they do this whole thing where he breaks in, they think that they kill him, he gets resurrected by some like Taoist magic, and he's basically becomes the Batman of Soul Calibur, where he has to move in the shadows and avenge his death. It's I don't know, it's basically becomes your Korean Batman versus Korean Donald Trump, and you're wearing, I don't know, there were just all these parallels with like 2020 America. It was just so funny to me.
I'm gonna blame Superman for the Resurrection Protocol.
Oh yeah.
fuck
because
The
like
death of Superman
yeah.
was such a big deal in the 90s.
Yeah, and it's like, oh wait, we can't kill them all.
You can't just kill
So it's just
Superman.
like, at least with Marvel, it's like, hey, Uncle Ben and 616 Gwen Stacy, we had to point that out there. They're staying dead.
That neck is broken and
Yeah.
she is staying
Yeah,
dead.
Uncle, they're not coming back. But
Yeah.
Superman, it's just like now every character in fiction, which kind of sucks because it's like even in video games, like every character in fiction knowing that they're not really dead and they can come back due to fan demand. It's like you literally cannot kill off Batman.
Nah,
like
yeah.
honestly, I as much as we may shit on the Dark Knight Rises, if Christopher Nolan would have killed him off in the end, I would have just been like,
yeah, it would have actually been kind of poetic.
I
and
did
nice,
think
you know?
that was what was going to happen, and then you see the scene where he's in Italy. See, I don't know. That's why I like, I love like comic book shit and like that, but I also love like, like life-based shit. Like I was like super into Sons of Anarchy for a while.
That's interesting.
Because it's like that's like a show where like nobody's gonna come back to life. It's about a fucking gang. It's like a fucking motorcycle
Yeah, it
gang.
was like real life. It
Somebody
was
gets
just-
fucking murdered. They're dead.
They're done.
oh, I forgot what show it was, but it was a show based on real life, and like some character came back and some like I want to say it was probably Dexter. But
Oh,
somebody
fuck that
came back
show,
in
dude.
some
I-
unexplainable way, and you're just like, "What the fuck?"
They
Like,
put supernatural shit in Dexter.
I can't,
It's
dude.
fucking funny.
I think I got like maybe 4 or 5 episodes into Dexter. It's like
Yeah.
he's looking for like the no blood guy, and then he thinks he has him.
Dexter until
like-
like season 6, or even really season 5, is just a big like, will they, won't they dick tease. It's just like,
Yeah.
that's really all it is. But I think, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
speaking like,
Can't do it.
like
The most dramatic show I watch for fun is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So that says what it needs to say about me. I don't like anything like that. Like, fucking, I tried so hard to like watch, like, what was the one fucking with Bryan Cranston selling meth?
Oh, Breaking
Bad.
Yeah, I tried to watch some of that, and it was like the 3 episodes in. It's like, dude, I've been so broke that I was desperate to sell drugs. Like, I don't need to watch this shit for entertainment. Like, can I play
will
Super Mario?
I will say another superhero show that has actually done away with the Resurrection Protocol, The Boys.
The Boys.
The
Yeah,
Boys,
everyone's
yeah,
talking about
people
that. I need to
stay
check
dead
that
on The
out,
Boys,
dude.
and I do like that.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to keep watching that.
It's just like, but the thing too is like, there are so many, like, now they regendered a certain character, and they gave her certain powers.
Interesting.
And the thing
Which
is,
one? Fuck it, spoiler. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
what's her name at the end? The AOC allegory.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
See, I was stoked about that twist because I actually.
But that's
didn't
the
see
thing.
that
I was like, that's the person that's probably going to end up beating Homelander.
Yeah. Since they took out since the whole black noir thing
Yeah.
isn't whatever.
And he's actually black. Like,
yeah, right. Like
he's
I was
actually
like,
black.
well, okay,
His
cool.
name is
With
Black
Black Noir.
Black, and he's a black guy.
Yeah, but
But-
in the comics, he's like a Stormfront clone under the mask thing, and like
That's
he's
cool.
like the whole like plan just in case. But like, yeah, they fucking I don't know if they did kill him or they almost killed him when they shoved a fucking almond joy in his mouth.
No, he was in the hospital.
And, like-
He was in the
Yeah,
hospital. Because he has a like soy
Oh,
or
that's so funny.
Yeah, he's like
I
a
dated
soy
girl who had a
allergy.
peanut allergy, and
Yeah.
I had a friend who would always be like, "So, Ellen, would you like a Snickers?" just like
Yeah, like-
Well, no,
Joker
the
style,
thing
like
is,
maybe
the
a
thing that-
Reese's.
The thing that's cool about the boys, like they were at the premiere, they were handing out almond joys, and no one knew
funny.
why.
Oh, that's
like
fucking
they-
funny.
That's cool. I like that.
Because I mean, they do show him like once or twice in the season before that. And like, yeah, it's funny because like he's about to kill somebody and then just gets an almond joy like shoved in his mouth.
That's so fucking
I actually
funny.
have some friends, and they work on that show, and sometimes they'll send me some behind the scenes shit.
Wait,
And it's
did you
just
say you have friends?
Yeah, I know. I have
What's that
friends.
like?
And it's overrated.
I'm not
yeah.
interested in that.
Yeah.
Right.
Tell me more.
But yeah, they some of them work on that show, and they'll send me some behind the scenes shit sometimes, and it's some of the funniest pictures ever because it's just like some of the funniest things that you don't see that they post online.
Working on a show like that would be really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I
he's
can
like
only
everybody
imagine
gets
what
along.
that's
He's like they're like everybody gets along because I don't want to throw them out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's kind of cool. Like, because to me, it's just like with TV shows and games and stuff, I've gotten so numb to the fact that characters come back to life that I'm just like, all right, when they kill somebody, I'm glad that person is dead. Like,
Yeah.
other than a flashback.
See, yeah, that's why the boys is the shit. Like,
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking dope show. Like literally,
Corporate superhero show.
is it like
right?
the first or second episode they like blow a guy up? Like they just straight up just fucking like he's
they
invisible.
blow the invisible man up.
Yeah,
Like the
like,
beginning of
They,
fucking
they put
RoboCop or
a
whatever.
they put a bomb in his ass.
Yeah. It's just funny because like
Fucking fatality, man. That's Mortal
before I
Kombat.
started watching it, that was like the only thing I knew about it because like I walked up and my younger brother was watching it and I was like, wait, are you watching The Boys? Like I hadn't seen it yet, but I knew what it was, so I'd be like, this was fucked up. I was like, what the who
That's
who
awesome.
let you watch this? And he
Yeah.
was like, don't worry
Well,
about it.
he's 12 or 13.
I
He's old
know,
for
but,
that
like,
shit.
dude, there's
I think I
some
saw
shit.
RoboCop when I was like 9.
Dude,
you know what I
there's
mean?
some
Like it's
shit in that
Hey,
show.
I'll put it like this.
Once it gets to like the superhero Nazi shit in the second season,
You got to know about Nazis when you're a kid, man.
Yeah, put it like this. I would say, as shocked as I was about RoboCop, like especially because I saw the X-rated edition
yeah,
when
yeah.
they released that on VHS, and I was like, "Holy crap!"
Very insanely violent.
Yeah.
Did
it
you
was
see
just-
Did you ever see the bonus feature thing where it's like RoboCop shoots off a bunch of dicks?
Oh, no.
You've never seen that? Have you never seen this? It's like
I don't know. I've seen even all the bad RoboCop movies, the like RoboCop Meltdown.
I need
and
to
stuff.
see RoboCop
look this
shooting
up.
dicks.
We'll pull it up after the podcast. But it's like basically there's a scene in RoboCop that like it looks like this is gonna happen, but in this version. this guy's got this lady.
Oh, I seen that.
And
Yeah.
like their dicks are out, and RoboCop pulls up, and he's like, "All right, guys, back off the lady." And they're like, "No," and like their dicks are just out. And it's like, so he just starts like shooting, like he shoots their dicks off.
That's amazing.
And then like 2 other guys like come out of the alleyway with their dicks in their heads, like, and
What
he
the
shoots
fuck?
their dicks off, and then like literally like droves of dudes are coming in, and he's just shooting their dicks off.
Like, how
And
are
then,
they,
like-
all these dudes got their dicks out?
I don't know. And then like this naked guy, like the fucking boss of the level, this naked guy comes out with like a knife and like grabs the
It's
lady.
like the most 80s thing I've ever heard in my life.
And so he's got this lady, and RoboCop's like, "All right, lady," you know, like fucking, he's aiming, and he shoots through her dress to shoot this last guy's dick off.
Oh no, that's in the movie.
Yeah.
That's in the
yeah.
fucking
That's in the
movie.
fucking
That scene's in the movie.
Yeah, okay, I'm saying they must have cut everything around it except to that part.
Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
dude.
it's afterwards he's trying to get in his car. And it's like, it's like he goes out for like 5 seconds and the video just cuts.
I've always loved RoboCop, especially the first movie. I was a big fan.
Oh
of-
yeah,
man.
the first
And,
RoboCop's great.
And that,
but
bringing that up was an accident, but that's another resurrection guy.
It is.
That's literally
Yeah,
but
but
he's a
like-
Jesus.
made of
That's
robot
like-
parts.
But he's a
different.
Jesus metaphor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I mean, they try to make Superman a Jesus metaphor, and it just doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work in the same ways because it's just like the thing. I'll get to that because the thing with that is it's like, and I'm going to use Chris Reeves or comic book Superman.
Yeah.
It's because he's already found his humanity. The story of Superman is he's more human than the rest of us. Like, and he has a greater understanding of humanity. Where RoboCop, he lost his humanity, and the question was, is he more man or machine?
yeah, and I thought it was always machine.
Until the end, and that's why the end works so great. Because when
Yeah.
they ask him his name, and he turns around and he's like Murphy.
Yeah.
He's like, okay.
Oh, they're in the bag.
But I mean, at the same time, you don't realize that that's the bad guy asking his
the bad-
name, and that bad guy will be revealed in RoboCop 2 and 3.
Dude,
What's your name, son?
I hate the RoboCop sequels. They're like,
Dude, you tell me you watched like RoboCop Meltdown and Countdown and all that shit, like with the
Nah.
with the black RoboCop in it. Like
What?
there's this there's this other cop who's Murphy's friend, but or like someone covered for him. Something happened, some fallout between them. So they kill off his partner in the first episode.
wait, this is like a TV show.
TV show movie, and they never really finished it. I think, I don't know, but basically there's a black RoboCop, like his friend is black, so rather than make him different, they just gave him a darker RoboCop suit, and he can use 2 guns instead of 1. And it was just like, and the thing is, the actor that they got to play RoboCop is like super short.
Oh,
So he's
no.
not feeling what's his name, Peter
Weller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not filling that suit very well. No pun intended.
Jeez.
So it's just it's just funny. Like I would say it's better than RoboCop 3, but that's not saying much.
I mean, that's the thing that, like, goddamn, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Do you still have the right angle, or? Jeez,
I'm getting there.
it's gonna look like shit now.
It looks fine. It's not even
It's-
But
The other half, the second half of this episode looks like shit. It's Anders' fault.
let's say what's the next topic? Because I know I can talk about.
Yeah,
I can
well-
deconstruct RoboCop for hours.
So there's one character who I think they actually need to keep Resurrection going for the future, which is Jake Paul.
Oh fucking
Oh,
Christ!
God.
I can't.
Why is that kid fighting Floyd Mayweather?
No, it's his brother that's fighting Floyd.
Oh, it's
Mayweather.
Logan.
Paul's fighting Floyd.
I get him
Mayweather.
confused. I cannot
He's
keep him
going
straight.
to die.
He's gonna die.
And the thing is, it's
It's gonna
funny.
be- that's going to be one of the first legal deaths of 2021.
Dude, yeah, I was watching. Do you guys know who Cody Ko is?
No.
Yeah, that's the dude from
from like those That's Cringe videos.
Yeah,
where like
yeah.
he has this video where like he roasted like Jake Paul like a while ago, and he was on like some other dude's show, and like Jake Paul like walks out and he's like, why are you being a cyberbully? And like Cody was like, what the fuck? And like it was like some weird confrontation thing. And like, oh, now I know why Cody doesn't make like videos about Jake Paul anymore. It's like, oh yeah, it's like nobody's gonna make videos about these guys because they're gonna want to beat them up. It's like, no, I'm still gonna make fun of these assholes.
There's a point you can make fun of someone, but it's just like my whole thing is
I'll respect the hustle.
Yeah, I mean, my
Sure.
thing is one. If you're gonna joke on Floyd Mayweather, are you gonna like? And he comes out, are you gonna say? Is like if you ain't gonna say that shit to his face, you probably shouldn't say it at all.
That's what I'm saying. If Conor McGregor couldn't do it, then I don't think one of the Paul brothers can beat Floyd Mayweather.
And so I don't know, how did this start? I don't even know the story.
Okay, well, basically, Jake Paul has fought a couple of YouTubers.
Okay.
I think he's just fought one YouTuber twice. And the first time I think he lost, and the second time was like a draw or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And his brother has also fought a couple of YouTubers.
Is they boxing or UFC?
Yeah, like
or?
boxing.
Okay, yeah.
And so this last one, Jake Paul was going to fight NBA player Nate Robinson. And he fucking laid him out, dude.
Yeah, he knocked his
He beat Nate Robinson. Wow.
He knocked him out Evo style.
Dude,
That's interesting.
There were multiple knockdowns, but the last one was just like face first, like out, dude. It was bad.
Well, basketball players,
and
they're
like,
not known for taking hits. You know what I mean? Like that's
Like I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast where you joked about it or something. We were talking about like a YouTube fight league.
Oh my god!
And like I feel like this is where we're headed. Like
That's
I feel
incredible.
like I mean I think we're safe.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be targets. And frankly, if Jake Paul challenged me to a fight, I'd be like, "Oh, you
like,
idiot!"
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like all the people I talk shit about, if any of them challenged me to a fight, aside from Pay Money Will Be, I'll fucking box.
That would be really funny.
I'll fucking.
But that would be sad. That would be picking on a kid.
No, but yeah, exactly. That'd be
I'm
sad.
trying to think because I really don't talk shit about anyone. I'm like, man.
Well, that's the thing. Give it time.
But even like if someone talks shit about me, it's like okay, cool.
But yeah, that's the thing. I'm not gonna want to fight somebody.
Who cares?
You know?
I mean, like at the end of the day, it's just it comes back to our human nature of trying to prove who's the more manly of the person by beating this person's ass. And it's just like at the end of the day, I like to think of Lex Luthor. And the reason why is because hey, you may be stronger than me, and you may be, you may have this, but I'm going to outthink you, and in the long run, I'm going to win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
right.
the thing. It's like I've always thought, like, if I make a joke about you that's so funny that you want to fight me, then like
you're doing your job.
Yeah, it's like that means that joke is like fucking to the moon.
Imagine like R. Kelly though, and he reacted to Dave Chappelle's joke. R. Kelly and how he reacted to Dave Chappelle's joking on him. He didn't like that shit, but he didn't want to fight him. Like, that we know of. And Prince loved it.
There was one, I think it was something
when
really
Dave's talking about that on one story, it's like a stand-up or something. He's like, "How y'all gonna make a song about peeing on people?"
Yeah.
How you gonna make a song about peeing on people?
It's like he said he had this thing about he ran into somebody in the club. I think it was like 50 Cent or somebody. I was like, yeah, 50 Cent wants to fucking fight you. It's like that one over there. No, I'm out of here. I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah, I don't need to fight.
But that's like Ari Spears when he would do the DMX impersonation. And then he went to some show and they went backstage. He and his friend. And like they went in a DMX dressing room. And what they didn't know is DMX hangs out with a crew.
Yeah, he's got friends. Yeah.
So like, as soon as they go in that room, that door closes, and like Aries, he's like kind of like getting scared and whatnot, and he's doing the whole thing is like how he met him, and DMX is like, yeah, I know who you are, and it's just like, oh, you can tell he was like, yeah, I got my ass out of there.
I don't want DMX to know who I am.
See, that's the thing.
I love him, but nah, I'm
it's
good.
like
maybe as like a weed plug,
I don't even know about that.
He's a little high strung. Yeah,
I don't know.
He'll just rob my ass.
Or I mean, you'll. It's like
boom, 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 ATM, open the door.
Yeah, it's like what's this stuff dripping off the fucking joint? Formaldehyde.
Yeah, my God.
It's just like,
did you see that video of him on the slingshot with his buddy? I sent it to you.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I want to start a TV show called Me and My Friend Earl, and just like be best friends with DMX and just like doing stupid shit like that. I think that would be like.
Kind of like, do you remember what was it, like Life with Busey or something?
Yeah.
My Friend Gary or something like that. It's just like some random guy hanging out with Gary Busey's brain damaged ass, like going on insane adventures with like Hawaiian volcanoes and
Like,
shit.
Man, the thing is, like, I know doing this podcast and like doing the episodes like nothing but Nelson, I'm gonna be making fun of a lot of people, you know, because that's just in the nature of
If you're
the
a public
show.
figure, it's fair game, buddy.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like,
Somebody make fun of me. I'm ready
you
for
know,
it.
I said it before on one of these episodes. If somebody makes a video about me, I'm probably just not gonna watch it.
Or just laugh.
But like, yeah,
Okay,
I think
dude.
it's to a point where like you got YouTube beef with somebody to the point you want to fight them. Because I've seen people call out, like I've seen YouTubers call out other YouTubers and be like, "Hey, let's fight!" Like, the fuck is that about?
Yeah, that's a really funny thing. That is
Like,
a really.
I mean,
really
I'm
goofy
glad
thing.
that like where we're at isn't so testosterone fueled. You know, like doing, you know,
It's ego driven, but I mean, it's
yeah,
not
but I wouldn't say it's like fucking. We have to be the most manly people
yeah,
while we do it. You
if
know?
anything, I feel like the opposite problem. Like I feel, if anything, I am like more of a man than I want to be. I got hair in weird places. You know what I mean? It's like, it's
You
like.
know, though, I will say this: if Marquez Brownlee wants to beat my ass, I'm going to feel pretty accomplished with myself. If I can get him to want to like fight me, I will
kinda
feel
cool.
pretty accomplished.
What does he do again? I'm trying
He
to.
does
remember.
a tech review.
Like he's
Oh,
like the
yeah,
biggest
yeah, yeah.
tech reviewer.
That would be so. You think you're better at talking about Apple products than me,
Yeah.
motherfucker?
The only person I don't think I'd want to step to is Casey Neistat, because like if you look at him, he looks like he's been punched in the face a couple times. Like he looks like he might know some shit.
Actually,
Yeah.
one person I feel like who would snap on YouTube, like who seems super cool, but like who would know how to fight is Louis Rossman.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a tech guy that hates
Yeah.
Apple.
That's funny. Oh, I think I do know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I mean if we're talking
He's
about who
for
would like,
rights for repair.
Yeah. That's I've seen
who,
it a
el-
few times.
who else would go well in a YouTube fight league?
Jesus Christ!
mean-
I found out about a guy the other day named Superhuman.
Oh yeah, dude, the guy who fucking
"Fuck
is
this
yeah,
shit," and
he's
he
like
jumps
throw
into
my
barbed wire.
and chocolates and like yeah, no, that dude's been big on Twitter for a while.
Does a coffin drop on barbed wire?
I would feel pretty confident on taking on Linus Tech Tip, like
Yeah, any of those game review people. You know?
I'd fight.
I could probably take Pro Jared. He's
Yeah.
a game review guy. He's just a skinny
Who-
nerd. All those
who
skinny
would I-
guys fight so they're
What's
rubber.
the
man.
awesome channel? Amazing. What's that?
Channel
dude?
Awesome.
No,
Oh,
Channel Awesome.
yeah.
Like, what's that dude's
Nostalgia
name?
nerd or
Nostalgia
nos-
Critic?
yeah,
Yeah,
nostalgic.
I can
yeah,
take him.
No, you wouldn't even have to.
Yeah.
Dude,
Just
yeah,
kinda
you and,
shove him and he'd be like, "Okay, I'm
Nostalgia
sorry."
Critic, you know, put you guys in there with some gloves on.
That'd be about a fair match.
That'd be fair.
For sure. I'd like to think I could take James Rolfe from Angry Video Game Nerd, but he's like got millionaire money now. He's getting that dad strength.
Jarvis
Oh, yeah, well,
Johnson,
that's
I'm
the thing.
calling you out. Actually, no, Jarvis Johnson could probably beat me up. I don't know.
I could
Probably
fight
not.
Video Game Donkey, but I wouldn't be able to. I'd be like, nah,
Yeah, I'd
dude.
be like, come on, man, don't make
I'd
me
like,
do
come,
this.
bring it in, dude. Bring it in. Give him a hug.
Actually, I'm trying to think. Like,
Yeah, who's...
what if you put the TYT crew against? Oh my god, who?
Well, Shank and Alex Jones threw down during the 2016 thing. Do you remember that? Yeah. Alex Jones raided TYT, and they like got in each other's faces, and that was the coolest thing Jimmy Dore ever did was spit in Jones's face.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, Alex Jones versus Jake Uger would be amazing, dude.
God
especially
damn
if they
it.
just went full WWE, fucking speedos, fucking knee pads.
It's funny because fucking this guy who used to be in the NFL who's like big on like sports broadcasting, Pat McAfee. He's just in he just had a fucking big ass wrestling match the other weekend.
Oh my
It's
God.
fucking shit war games with like 2 rings and 2 cages around the rings. He fucking gets up there, does a fucking flip off the top of the
incredible.
shit. And I'm like, dude, yeah, it's like if you've played
Ooh.
sports, you can do anything.
Yeah,
What about Anna Kasparian versus Tommy Lauren?
Tommy Lauren would get fucking dude. She'd get the knee drop, dude.
well, because Anna is really open about the fact that she used to hang out with and date almost exclusively like Puerto Ricans. So I bet she's got like switchblade skills. She knows where to pull the hair.
Actually, I'm trying to think of someone.
I feel
else.
like Tommy Lauren can't fight.
Well,
you
and-
know?
No, she talks a lot of shit, but she can't
First
fight.
of all, yeah, Tommy Lauren's like a blonde girl from the suburbs, so there's no chance. And second of all, I've been beat up by Puerto Rican women, and it is no joke, dude.
so
It is
sorry.
so
I'm trying to-
fucking scary, dude.
I'm trying to think of
A little 5 foot tall Puerto Rican girl that wants to kick your ass. She is going to. It doesn't matter who you are.
I'm trying to think of of a black female YouTuber that would fight Candace Owens.
God,
Oh
dude.
shit! Oh fuck!
Candace Owens, man. If anyone deserves a beat down.
Can't remember her name.
I still follow Candace on Twitter just because she says the most repulsive shit all the time.
Oh, what's the other right wing dude? Ben Shapiro. Who would fight Ben? Oh, Kyle Kalinske versus Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. Oh
I was
shit!
gonna say there's no man boy on the left, and then you said Kyle Kalinske, and I'm like, oh yeah, there is. I
Kyle
love
Kalinske.
I love
Kyle.
Kyle, but he's got that baby face
Yeah.
too. You know what I
Oh,
mean? So that would
shit.
actually be a pretty funny fight.
That's the thing. I mean,
I think Kyle whoop his ass.
Yeah, he would.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
Ben Shapiro used to like Taekwondo or some shit. Didn't he?
Ben Shapiro used to buy swords and pose with them.
Ben Shapiro can't get his wife's pussy wet. Ben Shapiro hates WAP.
My wife says that if you have a wet pussy, it's a medical emergency.
Jesus.
Damn, Ben, like, how often is she going to the hospital? Not very often. And you
I mean, she's going to the hospital, but I mean, she's doing something else.
Damn.
All right, you want to check the camera, see where we're at on time?
We should be okay. We're at an hour 10.
All right. Well, we're probably in a good place to wrap it up, so everybody gets home on time. Yeah, are we still recording? No, let's do this intro before Xander gets back. All right, so for Jesus, no, I'm not gonna do that. Before we end it, I wanna send some good vibes to my buddy Griffith. He fucking totaled his car hitting a horse the other day.
A horse.
Yeah, he
a horse, of course,
God,
He
a
hit-
deer will ruin your shit. A
That's what I'm
horse
saying.
is like
He-
3 times the size.
I'll show you the pictures later. It's fucking wild. Yeah, so good vibes to you, Griffith. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, he fucking hit and killed a horse and fucking totaled his van and
Poor
like,
horsey.
yeah, it was pretty fucking bad from like the story I heard about it.
That'd be traumatic for me.
Yeah,
I
it's
hit
like
a butterfly one time and freaked out.
Yeah,
It
it's like
smeared on
he,
my windshield and like the wing was there. Like, oh,
graphic warning real quick before I say this
Yeah.
a little bit. But yeah, he hit the horse and like, it was like if I could, you couldn't really see it because it was dark, but all I could really see was like the insides of it, like all the like on the road and shit. Yeah, it was a pretty gruesome story. So Griffith,
fatality, man.
hope you're doing well. Heal up. So yeah, if you know Griffith, send him some good vibes.
Buy that man a beer or a sandwich.
Yeah, or a sandwich. I don't
Saving
think he
up for a
drinks
whole new
anymore.
car. Once you hit a horse, you stop drinking.
Goddamn.
God damn.
Sorry.
All right, well, for Jason Mays and Xander Cook, I'm Nelson Crawford. This has been the 91st episode of the Indistinct Conversation
Thanks, everybody.
podcast. Whoa. We gotta give the people what they want. We gotta post for thumbnail here. This is the new YouTube gimmick. Are we
Which
doing
one? Either one.
Oh, that one.
That one. Can it? Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Love
All
you
right,
guys.
yeah.
Take care.
Case
you,
Raw,
guys.
Syrah, Carpe Diem. Let's get out of here. All right.
If you live in Georgia, vote blue.
Vote.
Yes. Vote. You must vote.
Damn it.